Okay, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long week for us. It felt like eternity being off that deload week, but we are officially back. This is my first official week on the bulk. So, day one of month five, I guess. So, I'm going to be on a 5 month bulk. I'm still going to train for 12 weeks and then take a deload week, and then I'm going to train again to finish off the 5 months. And then from there is whenever we're going to switch the training program up, at least for me. What about you two, Richard? What are your plans for this? Are you still going to be on a cut?
Yeah, I'm still gonna be looking to lose some more weight. Uh, Hoping by the end of the next 12 weeks to be at least around 240 or lower, if I can. What I'm starting right now, this time around, about 255. So see if I can go down another 15 pounds for the next 12 weeks.
What about you?
Well, I'm still losing weight. Well, at least that's the goal. I still have a lot to lose. There ain't no bulking for me. I've been bulking for many years.
Yeah, yeah. I'm transitioning up just because I want to put a little bit aside. I know I still have a lot of body fat to go. Don't get me wrong. I'm not delusional. I know I'm still fat and gross, but like I have a lot to go. But knowing that now I'm now at 16% body fat, and knowing that I have roughly around 14 pounds to lose to be at 10%, I can gauge how much weight I need to lose or how much weight I need to gain over the course of whatever. So again, over the next 5 months, I'm not going to be trying to put on any body fat. In fact, if I could actually lean out on this, I'm air quoting here, bulk, that'd be great too. Because at the end, the goal is still to have a visible six pack. So I'm not going to be overeating. It's just what I mean by bulking is I'm reduce my cardio dramatically, and then I'm going to increase my calories by like 200 from where I was at, and then I'm going to run that and see how well I do with that, and then from there I'll increase it again later down the road. So this is going to be a very slow, long bulk of 5 months. It's not going to be a quick let me pack the weight on as fast as I can. Now, on my deload week, the very first Sunday, the second day to my deload week, I hurt my knee playing kickball with the kids, and I actually pulled my groin on the left, and then I popped something in my knee, and I've been limping all week, and I haven't really been able to move around much. So, not being able to do cardio, not moving around as much as I normally move, and I normally do 10,000 steps a day plus cardio, and then being on my diet, and then in the evenings eating fun food and not moving around, my weight has came up some. Now I know that I was going to gain weight from the cardio, from the carbs and the sodium, but I wasn't planning on gaining as much as I did because of the lack of movement. But it is what it is. It's not really something I'm going to be worried about because it's something that's going to come back down over the next couple of days.
Yeah, for me, like during the week, I actually like still went down in weight, but I didn't have any structured meal plan or anything like that while I was doing the deload week. But I kept the calories to roughly still the same amount that I was doing while I was in the previous 12 weeks. So I actually got to, I think Thursday or Friday, I was at 252. But through Saturday and Sunday, I'm back around like 255 ish right now. But then for the next 12 weeks, the last 12 weeks, I had the calories so low that I was dropping weight quickly, but towards the end of it, I started to really gas in the 12-week period. So this time around, I'm starting off with the calories a lot higher. That way, as I go into say maybe like week four, gauge where I'm at, and if I want to drop weight a little bit quicker, then I can reduce the calories a little bit and cut back again. But I'll have a much higher, like I guess, calorie to start with than where I was at before. Because before I was maybe around 1,500, like 13 to 1,500. This time around, I'm starting much closer to like 2,800. So that'll be a much easier time for me, like energy wise and everything through the whole process.
What about you? What is your starting weight?
I don't know because I didn't weigh myself because I didn't want to hurt my own feelings.
Well, we'll figure that out tomorrow. We'll get your weight. So this morning I officially weighed at 238 pounds. So I gained 13 pounds over the week off from not being able to move around, do cardio, and then kind of overeating a little bit here and there. Now, with that being said, like, I was pretty beat up coming out of this 12 weeks. I popped something in my wrist and that hurt, and then I strained my pec fixing the window in your Jeep, and then after that, I tore my groin, and then I then I popped my knee. So I was pretty beat up. But having a week off, I did a lot of tissue work. I did a lot of deep tissue and a lot of massage gun and stretching and rehab and all kinds of stuff. And I took advantage of the time off to really try to get my muscles and my tendons and my ligaments kind of relaxed and loosened up. And it was extremely painful doing all of that, but it definitely was necessary. But speaking about calories and stuff, yeah, my calories, they were at 2,500 and I bumped them up to 2,750. So I'm going to be running around 2,750 calories a day. And I'm going to run that for probably the next maybe 3 weeks, a month. And then I might bump up closer to 3,000 and see where that puts me. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not trying to gain any fat, but I want to have enough energy to push really hard in the gym. And I also want to have enough calories to be able to start putting muscle mass on. And I know that's like, well, muscle mass comes a lot slower than weight loss does. And I understand that it's a slow process, but it's a process that I'm willing to take my time on doing and trying to do it right without gaining too much body fat.
Oh, my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know what to really talk about. I mean, I guess I did kind of start an actual diet, guys. I'm not just winging it and throwing things together and saying I'm counting calories. I'm actually counting calories. And Justin helped me make my little meal plan.
Yeah, so what we came up with was you're going to do your overnight oats for breakfast, and then you're doing 2 homemade Chipotle bowls, because I think everyone kind of understands what Chipotle is when you talk about that. But
Chipotle is my life.
yeah, so basically like your own version that's not nearly as expensive, but made to the way that you like it. And then your calories right now are right around 1,700 a day.
Are they less now since we decided to take off that last?
That is without that
Okay,
last meal. It's
okay.
around 1,700 a day is what you're going to be getting and stuff.
Yeah.
How is the food, by the way?
It's really good. I really do enjoy overnight oats. I think I've talked about that before in a video prior. It's just really easy. It's a really easy way to get some protein in the mornings because I'm not a big morning breakfast person. I don't usually eat until usually around 11, 12, regardless, because I'm that typical woman that just drinks coffee and goes about her day. So I do enjoy that. And then I do like the Chipotle bowls. They're really good. And I haven't gotten tired of them yet, but it's only day 1.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I will.
yeah, it's easy to not be tired of something on day 1, but whenever you get like 2 months in, then it's kind of like, oh, I get a little tired of this.
But what I just like is that I know what I'm going to eat. And there's no real guessing. It's already pre-made and in the fridge. Like, I work from home, hence my dress code in the gym. I'm very just relaxed. So you're going to see me like that all the time, guys.
Well, we all work out at home, so we don't work at home, but we work out at home. So I mean, it's the same basic thing for us. That's
Well,
why
my hair thrown up, looking a mess, always.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm shirtless and shoeless, and Richard's shoeless, and then you got your sweatpants on and everything. Kind of looks like, I don't know here, Richard, but what do you think? It kind of looks like she's copying Sam Sulik's style a little bit to me. Kind of looks like she's trying to copy that style. I mean, all you're doing is missing the hat and the curly hair.
Maybe if I knew who that was.
She's got that pump cover on.
Yeah, I got that pump cover. I'm gonna be having a sick pump.
I don't need to make anyone upset with my awesome body right now. So
Yeah, well, as the weeks go on, as you start losing weight, you'll start feeling better. And then, like I said, baggy clothes in the gym is comfortable. And then on top of that, it covers you up. So that way, later down the road, whenever you start actually making major progress and you start changing your wardrobe, then you can really see a difference in yourself. Like you personally, not the viewer, because obviously whoever's watching this may not be able to see her body through her clothes, but you'll be able to see yourself after your workout and everything. And for me, I always know, like, it's very difficult. I think this is for generally anybody. Like, when you get a good pump and you see yourself with a good pump, you're like, oh man, I look amazing. And then the next morning when you wake up, you're flat and depleted. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm very sad again.
no, I get morning abs. I take photos in front of the mirror and think I have abs, and then the day goes on.
Okay, so here's a funny story. We used to work out at a commercial gym, and there was this girl there, and I don't mean to be dogging on anybody, but she wasn't in the best shape. Like she didn't look bad.
Like me.
She didn't look bad, but by all means, she had a long way to go before she thought she was where she was. And she claimed that she had morning abs, and in the morning she had abs, like perfect abs in the morning. But this girl had like at least a 2-inch layer of fat over her stomach, and like it's one of those things that when she bent over, there was a roll between the rib and the abdominal, which was just basically a fat roll that she was calling her ab, like her abs. She was like, "Yeah, these are my top abs." It's like, no, sweetheart, That's not even close to your abs. Like that's just a pocket of fat you got there rolling over itself. So like we always called her morning abs. I know it's probably not the nicest thing to do, but because she always went around telling everybody, oh yeah, I got abs in the morning. I got abs in the morning. But if you've seen her, it's like, no, you don't have any abs at any time of the day. You still got a long way to go. But that's one of those things being delusional. Like some people want to see their results so bad, they manifest it in their head and they imagine it. And they can see it because like it's something that they want so bad that they kind of like overindulge in it. And like I said, it's one of those things that's very easy to get delusional whenever you're doing this stuff and be realistic with yourself. Like there was another guy I worked out with, and he swore up and down his arms were one of the biggest in the gym, and he had maybe 14-inch arms, and there was guys in there that walked around with 20-inch arms, and he talked about how his body was a total package and he was like well-rounded all the way 100%. And it was just kind of like, well, not really, guy. There's some guys out here that are built like a brick house, and you kind of have a lot of work to go. But it's hard to judge yourself sometimes, especially when you're looking from the outside in, and you're not from. Well, you're looking from the inside out, not looking from the outside in. Basically, like when you're in it, it's too hard to see basically what you look like because you get so washed out from seeing yourself all the time, I guess.
Yeah, and then we had the Olympia that went on this weekend, so that was nice. I got to catch some of that. You know, look at my future right there. You know where I'm going to be in a couple of years.
Yeah, Chris Bumstead, or are you talking about the Open?
The Open, of course.
I forget his name. Daniel something. Right?
Derek.
That's right.
Derek Lengland, something like that.
Big dude, short but big dude, massive dude. They actually were saying that they think that his lymph nodes, I think it was him, were swollen. They think that he might have had an infection or a reaction to something he was taking, and it caused his lymph nodes to swell. It looked like two tennis balls underneath his armpits and everything. People thought it was synthol. People are claiming it's synthol shots, but a lot of, I don't say a lot of people, but some out there are saying that they think that might have been swollen lymph nodes and everything. Whatever the case is, it just put more lumps on his body, so it's just like, look at the definition under his armpits. I mean, even his armpits are jacked.
Yeah, but I had no idea that there was that many different classes for the Olympia though, until I actually started looking through it, and I had it streaming over the weekend a little bit, and yeah, there's a whole lot more going on than just the main two that I knew of.
Yeah, but I know one thing too. I know as much as those guys prepped and planned, and as much as they went through the last couple of weeks, I know that they're all happy that's over with. I mean, win, lose, or draw, I'm sure some of those guys are really upset, but at the same time though, it's kind of relief. Like, oh, at least I don't have to be so
strict.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They all hit up Krispy Kreme and freaking stacked all 12 donuts together.
Yeah.
No, but Krispy Kreme, come on, pick a better place than that.
Yeah, Shipley's for me. It's definitely it's a Shipley's for me.
When it comes to donuts, yes. Kolache's trash, but donuts, yes.
Yep. Look at you, day one already naming like, oh man, no, this donut's the better donut.
I'm not even a big donut fan in general, honestly.
That's how you know that we're true fatties over here.
Speak for yourself. I'm in shape.
You're definitely A shape.
Yeah, potato, my favorite kind. I miss French fries.
I did notice though, having the week off from doing the meals too, because I like I said last week, I didn't really structure my meals. I just kind of ate as I went, but kept the amounts calories that I was doing in the same range. But going that week without doing the meals after doing it for 12 weeks straight, those meals today they were just hitting different. They tasted so good.
Yeah, I was ready to start my diet back up, man. Like the first 2 days, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I get to eat fun foods. And after that, man, I was just so sick of eating. I mean, don't get me wrong, I stuck to my diet for the most part during the day. I was still eating the way I normally eat. But in the evenings, I would come home and eat with the kids and eat with you, basically. And me and you would kind of figure out what to eat for dinner with the kids. And then after that, after 4 days of that, I was just kind of like, man, I'm tired of waking up with stomach aches and heartburn and just nothing even sounds good. So
yeah, that's kind of where we kind of got to the whole I don't know. So when you get to that point, it's just better to eat something healthy, and then you don't have to worry about the I don't know.
Yeah.
I never had that issue. I never had any stomach issues or anything throughout the whole week. But again, like I said, my meals were still very minimal. I would eat lunch at work, but then after that, I might eat something in the evening if I got hungry again. If I didn't, then I just wouldn't have anything else really for that night.
So you starved yourself. Good to know.
But I just.
That's not how you get skinny, man.
Well, no, if I wasn't hungry, I wouldn't eat.
Got an
So
eating disorder.
I think 1 or 2 nights out of the week, I think I made some eggs and like stuff for dinner because I got hungry. But I think for most of the nights, yeah, I think I wasn't hungry at the end of the day. So.
Oh yeah, me neither. It came to eating times. I wasn't hungry in the mornings. I wasn't hungry in the evenings because I would eat in the evenings and then I would fill up on salt and carbs. And then come morning time, I had a stomach ache. I wasn't hungry, and then the evening time I roll around and I'm still have heartburn and indigestion. I'm just like, ugh, man, nothing even sounds good. So, and then like I said, you get like 3 weeks into a diet, you can name off something quick that you want to eat like right then and there. But whenever you finally get allowed to eat it, then you eat maybe 1 or 2 meals and you're just like, I don't even know what I want to eat now. It's just nothing even sounds good. And then it's to the point where it's just like, that's almost like a reminder, like you don't have to eat bad just because you're not on a strict diet. You can make better choices. And if you don't know what to eat, it's not worth overeating bad food anyways.
I already know what I'm going to miss.
What?
I'm going to miss my sugar plum Danish from Starbucks. It's only limited to the holidays, and this is when I decided to be skinny.
Yeah, but I mean, you can treat yourself like once a week and do like a cheat meal and
Once
do like
a day?
once a week,
Oh,
maybe like
shoot.
Saturday or Sunday or like Friday or something like that.
Yeah, I'll
You-
probably do it on the weekend.
yeah, you can have like a cheat, and that could be like part of your cheat meal or something like that. You don't have to have a cheat day, but you can pick that as like maybe this week this is what I'm going to do.
Well, I
So-
usually did Starbucks Fridays. I make coffee at home every day, but I usually treated myself to Starbucks on Fridays. Maybe I'll have to change that day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, you could always just swap that out and just keep that instead.
Like I said, basic woman, coffee.
Yeah, Starbucks or iced coffee. Always rattling the straw around, stirring the ice up.
Yeah, gotta make it my own.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, but real quick, going back to the Olympia, I wasn't able really to watch it this year. I didn't really put that much attention into it and everything. I looked at the highlights and the recaps and stuff like that, but I did want to watch it. But honestly, I was a little bit busy and preoccupied this weekend, and it just kind of passed by really quick anyway. So I'm going to go back and rewatch some of the highlights and stuff, and especially because I'm getting more back into bodybuilding, it's a lot more entertaining. And I honestly don't even know who a lot of the competitors are. I know the main ones, but that's basically like Nick Walker, Chris Bumstead, and then the Daniel guy, and then no Derek. I'm sorry, Derek. And then that's basically
You
it.
call them all
Yeah.
the wrong names, but his name like both times.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't followed it in years since I was in powerlifting. I followed strongman and
Yeah.
powerlifting for years, and then like I said, I just haven't really paid too much attention to bodybuilding and stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm married to a bodybuilder, you know, guys, so.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You know, well, next year when I start competing, you can say that.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be it for me on this one. Is there anything else you guys want to add, or?
Nope.
I'm good for tonight.
Just eat a sugar plum Danish for me, guys. Unless you're on a diet, too.
Yeah, and I think most everyone that watches this is on the diet for the most part. Some of you guys are bulking. I know a lot of you guys are starting your bulk season too. So, all right, well that's going to be it for us. I appreciate you guys watching. If y'all made it this far in the video, if y'all want to leave a like, we'd appreciate it. If you guys have been watching us but you haven't subscribed to us, we'd also appreciate it if you could go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to like it and you don't want to subscribe, then don't do it. It's as simple as that. But thank you for watching.
Bye.
Later.